Hi Sarah. Right, just thought I'd go through and make a bit of a video here, show you how some of the website works, so you might be able to kick on with doing some bits and pieces. There's also some things that you need to consider here, which are going to be restrictions on what we can do. I've basically figured out how to lay up the bones of the website now, so that's not too bad. One thing we're going to encounter here is if I look at the sort of sitemap that you sent me here, so we've got, your home, your resorts and rooms, basically the titles here of all your pages and the quantity of these pages. You're going to need to consider how you want these on the actual menu of the website, because at the moment you're sort of restricted to maybe this many. You might be having room for one more, but you're restricted to this amount of menu space on this theme. So if you, for argument's sake, wanted to actually call your menu items here Onslow Beach Club, meetings and conferences, resorts and rooms, you're not going to fit many menu items up here on the site. So have a think about that, and have a think about how you want things to drop down on this menu, because that's a pretty special consideration at the moment. It seems at the moment the bones of the CSS are pretty easy to manipulate on this website. So just for shits and giggles, I made the background here blue and put your logo on the top. I don't know whether you like that or not, but if you could think about the color scheme that you sort of want on here, that could be useful. For example, I can make this a lighter blue over the top here. It would be, something like that, perhaps, and we'd get rid of that border down the bottom. Could be a way forward, and darken up that text, and that could be, a decent color scheme. And then, maybe we'd take a look at this little bit here on the bottom of that div and make that the same color as at the top, just like that. Could be a way that you could sort of stick to your theme color going on. So it's just an idea. Don't know what you'd like me to change. If you're just happy with black and black and white or black and grey that's currently on the website, that's fine too, because it's less work, and hey, we like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Now down here in the bottom of your homepage, here's my Onslow Beach Club. This is actually a slider going on here. I just put in a dummy slide at the moment. We may look at how we change that later on, just depending on what happens with the images that you get me. And then we've got this section down here. Let's have a look at how those populate on the page, so you can get an understanding and see how you want to edit these. So I'm just going to go on to edit page. This is that section there is actually done with shortcodes. And here I can see the shortcodes here. Now, they're not going to display probably really nicely if I click over on the visual editor. Basically, I'm just going to see a whole bunch of jargon and crap on my page, so it's probably a little bit easier to look at it over here. But basically, within the shortcode here, there's where my image is coming from. It's actually coming from the Theme Fuse website, so we're going to replace that image. This is the first box. And that's the latest deals shortcode. So those latest deals that we see on the front page of the website, right here, that is all being populated from the offers section here. So deals or offers, okay? Latest offers, latest deals. You call that whatever you are comfortable with. I don't know whether you like deals or offers, but to change the heading there, you just delete this text, write whatever you want, and that changes the title going on there. Then we've got another shortcode on the page here. So this is our gallery shortcode, and that corresponds to this section here. That's actually not a true gallery. This is just a piece of text where we've put in an image. It's just a title is called gallery. It could be called whatever you want. But my intention there was to link through to your various gallery pictures going on there. And then, you've got a whole bunch of bullet points which have been added in on that here. So that's all populated from these. So, if you want to have amenities and all of this sort of stuff on there, that's how you'd edit all of those little bits and pieces. Your location, again, location here is just running on another shortcode. It's a text info box. It's called location. Here's our color. It's got an image in the background with a button there saying see directions. And then here's the body of the shortcode going on there. So if you want to go and edit those texts, you'll find all those on the home page, and they're inserted just there. So let's just go and have a look at another page at the moment. We'll have a look on the rooms page. The rooms page is sort of running off the old content there, but if you want to go and start doing cooler things on your single pieces of page text that we've got going on, for example, you could go in here, we'll just go and edit page. Here's my regular old text, but if I wanted to, I've got a bunch of shortcodes that I can add in here. So if I click on add shortcode, and then here I've got all of this stuff that I can insert. So I've got charts and contact forms and maps and offers and all sorts of stuff. So you can insert your offers on any sort of page and put in pull quotes and these room reservation things which we don't want to use. But yeah, everything here can sort of give you richer styling, similar to how we use Cornerstone, but this is a little bit more old school. So, I mean, let's just say we want to insert a tab into the page. I'm just going to click on the tab, and then I would say I'm going to call it, I'll leave the class as is, just make a default size. I'm going to give it a title. Active is going to be the first one. Let's type in some content there, and then we're going to go add shortcode, and then that should come up with our first tab here and the text for it there. So that was what my first tab would be, and then I can insert another tab in here. I'll say active is true, so this will be the first tab that I see. Add a bit more content. I'm just going to preview those changes. And then here's my tab. There's the second tab because it's active. And you can insert that richer content in there by using those shortcodes. So I don't know whether that's something that you want to get involved and start playing with now. But I mean, you could definitely go through and do that. Hopefully that makes sense about how those things sort of work. All of this stuff still looks like rubbish because it's all sort of left over from the last theme that we've cut things out of, but we'll clean that up later on as we go.